Alright, what is going on, sports card fiends? We are back again with another video. Been doing a couple podcasts lately, going to definitely work on more videos for you guys because I've been looking at cards as much as ever, and I have a lot of free time, so I figure I can go ahead and make some videos for you guys and hopefully help some people out, maybe spread the word on some cards you might not have thought of. Today, we're probably coming in with something you've definitely heard of lately, and that is Messi Prizm versus Messi Rookies. Messi Prizms have been blowing up. The rookies have been going up a little bit too, but I just want to compare the overall trends that I'm seeing and the pop counts and all of that type of stuff. So hopefully some useful information for you guys, and if you guys enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Let me know anything you're thinking about this video or the market in general down below as well. Would love to hear it. It's what this is all about, just connecting with people, getting some thoughts, getting ideas, and just having a good time doing it. I mean, this is sports cards at the end of the day. So I got a little dog foot in the background just lingering off the bed, but also have a mail day behind me that I'll kind of go through at the end of the video. I really don't know what's in it, so kind of a surprise for me as well as you. So we'll see what I got going on there. We'll start with what cards I'm going to get into as far as where I'm comparing. Essentially, I will be looking at the Messi Mega Crack cards, 4 different ones really that people care about. The number 71 is essentially the rookie, like that is the cream of the crop. And as far as the Prizms, what I'll be looking at PSA base 10, I'll be looking at Silvers Raw, and I'll be looking at a out of 99 Raw as well. And then eventually at the end, I'll kind of equate that to the overall Prizm market as well, with just base Prizms ungraded. So that is the plan as far as where we're going to go. So we'll start with the Messi 2014 Prizm and how this is doing. Shout out to Card Ladder, a website that has like very useful free tools. Like this graph is on that website. So useful. I thought about market movers in the past, but this is going to have most of the cards that I want and give me very good general ideas, so I appreciate their free service, so I'll shout it out for them. As far as the PSA 10 base, though, that we're looking at, you can see it starts very beginning of May, and keep in mind here, there are a lot of plot points. That is because this thing is buying and selling a lot more than some of the other cards we'll see later in this video, so just to give you an idea. It started at $500 in late May, and now it has gone all the way up to about $3,500, close to, and even went over 4 for a short period of time. Where it goes from here still could go up. I mean, people love Prizm, I get that, but obviously that's a big old increase. And you know, whatever I want to tell you that's coming into the soccer market and what people would say in relation to Prizm and why it's going up is that Prizm is the set. And, I just don't want people to be prisoners of the moment. So that's probably going to be the trend of this video. I get it. I get that it's good, but there are even other stuff. Like the Prizm, the people that love Prizm just get stuck on the base. But looking at this out of 99 raw, essentially you could get it for $600 at the end of June. And as we saw before with the PSA 10 prices, those were pretty stable. They weren't, so you could probably get that in May for the same price. And now it is up to close to 2,000, little under. So about a 3 times increase compared to the 7 to 8 times increase that you see with the PSA 10 base. And then moving on over to the silvers, those were $750-ish raw, dropped a little bit, and then now are a little over $5,000, and I guess have dropped back down below that price point. But overall, still here, like a big boom compared to the out of 99 that didn't see this type of boom. So I feel like as far as the Prizms go, I don't really like the silvers. I don't really like the base. I think the numbered cards are always just underrated because realistically, if there's that demand that you're expecting long term, which I don't know if Prizm people really expect that. I don't know if they're going for the quick flip, which is what I think, but if they're going for like long-term value, the out of 99 has not gone up that much, and long-term, it has nowhere near the pop, obviously, of that of the silvers or the base Prizm. Definitely the base Prizm is just way more popped, and we'll talk about that in a second. So here we have the number 35 PSA 9, and that has gone from 1,400 to a little over 3,000, so about doubled, which again, compared to the base Prizm, going up like 7 or 8 fold. It's pretty nice. Granted, these prices are going to be a bit higher, but we'll get to it later. There's not as much pop, obviously, so it's not that crazy. And something from 20 years ago almost is going to be in worse condition than something that's from 8 years ago. Those years aren't exactly right, but I over-exaggerated how long ago Messi's rookie was. It's 2004, so 2004 compared to 2014, it's 10 more years. Now looking at the second rookie, this is the number 89. The picture's a bit blurry, but that is the number of it. And there's not as much pop with this stuff, so I couldn't get, PSAs that I might want to. Just to comp them. But here we can see again, this price has essentially doubled from mid-June until now. And like I said earlier, Messi's weren't really doing much from May to June, so essentially the last 3 months it's doubled. A lot like the first rookie that we saw. Now onto the third one. This one has the most population, and it's actually gone up probably the most relative. This is about 3 times as much, starting off in a PSA 9 form for this number 62 at $600-700, and then has gone up to 2.2 thousand and back down to about 2,000. So about 3 times as much here. And then finally, the cream of the crop, Mega Crack rookie that we were looking at. This one harder to comp because there are less of them, especially in good grades. But a PSA 9 in early June was 12,000, and a BGS 9 in basically current times is 14,000. So obviously that's a downgrade of PSA to BGS, but still it's only a $2,000 increase. So even if we assume that the PSA one's worth, $5 to $6 grand more because it's PSA 9 instead of a BGS 9, this thing still is not even doubled, might be a little under, but it's interesting to see, man. So obviously prices are important, dogs making some noises, but the population obviously is going to be important as well. So looking at the Messi rookies, as far as how many have sold, this is not in their PSA or BGS. I mean, this is nothing. This is essentially how many total have sold of that rookie in whatever grade. As far as the number 35, there's been 50. The number 71, there's been 40. The number 62, there's been 49. And the number 89, there's been about double at a little over 100. So, I mean, obviously not that many being bought and sold. While we compare that with the it's definitely the more rare of the Prizm, because the out of 99 is obviously rare, the silver is obviously rare, and a PSA 10 still somewhat rare, because if you think about this, the graphs we were looking at, Messi's hadn't really popped. Even in PSA 10, they were like $500. Like, obviously you might want to get that graded, but once something hits $3,000-4,000 PSA 10, you're sending that off to get graded every day of the week. So there wasn't going to be as many Prizm 10s that were already graded and ready to go. So it kind of makes sense that there's still not that many. So if we combine all of this, overall, it is 250 of the rookies compared to 120 of what I would consider the rarer of the Prizms. And obviously that favors the Prizm. I get that. But if you look at how many rookies that is, 250 total across 4 cards, and these things are only going to get traded less and less as time goes on. So that's pretty impressive, and the Prizms are still relatively new. There's still more to come out, so I feel like those will probably get traded more and more as time goes on. And this is really what has done it in my eyes. If you look at the raw Prizm, so just raw 2014 Prizm for Messi, there's been 1.2 thousand that have been bought and sold on eBay in the last 3 months. That's what I'm going off of for this. I forgot to mention that, obviously pretty important, but essentially they're all equal, so it's still a great comparison. And 1,200 raw Messi being sold compared to the 250 of the rookies is just crazy. And in addition to that, the price for the raw is $350, and there's almost 5 times as much pop as the rookies. So if you multiply 350 times 5 to kind of balance out those markets, that's like $1,800, $2,000 a Prizm, while you could buy rookies in PSA 9 like I was talking about earlier for about the same price. So I feel like once you eliminate the differences in population and kind of make them on an even playing field, like the Prizm market cap is probably pretty close to the rookie market cap if you eliminate some of the outlier 10s that may be in the rookie cards for Messi. Like there are not very many. You look at the pops on those, it is hard to come by, and seeing the ones that get listed raw are just in so much worse condition obviously than the Prizms that you're going to find nowadays. So yeah, there's really no clear-cut answer as far as where you should go. Obviously all of this is up to your own interpretation, but what I'm seeing is people are essentially valuing Messi Prizms well close to what they would value a Messi rookie. And that at the end of the day makes no sense to me, unless, like I said earlier, you're trying to get a quick flip. But even with how much these Messi and Ronaldo 2014 Prizms have popped, I feel like your return on investment would be so much better with the rookies than it would be with the Prizm. Because to think that a PSA 10 Prizm 2014 card, again, like a 10th, 12th year card of these guys, is going to go to $8,000 or $10,000 and, you know, kind of double up a PSA 10, or maybe even go up 3 times as much. I just don't know how you're going to see that. And I mean, you know, this isn't me hating on Prizm. I'm not like an elitist soccer collector or card collector at all. I just essentially think that people that have made some money in basketball are looking for the next sport. And where are they going to go? They're going to go to soccer or football, because those are the things that are going to, I guess, it's kind of it's kind of funny because that's the same thing to some people, but soccer or American football, you know, that's essentially where they're going to go. And soccer personalities, in my opinion, are a lot more intriguing than football personalities, and football doesn't market their players like soccer does at all. So it's tough. I think there's just a lot of people in basketball that are coming over to soccer. The first thing they look for is Prizm. The first people that they know to invest in are Messi and Ronaldo, and so those Prizms just absolutely blew up. And now those people are going to, you know, sell off what they made money on, or they're going to be priced out of that, and they're going to have to find either other Prizms of, you know, people that aren't of that ilk, or they're going to have to go to, you know, rookie stickers, maybe like World Cup stickers, or just newer people. I mean, there's so many places for them to flood. You just got to try to be where they're going to go. And that's essentially what I think. I think they're going to end up going for Messi rookies, especially when you consider that Ronaldo rookies are so much more scarce. So not as likely to go there because they'll just be priced out. So that's my opinion as far as the Messi rookies versus the Prizms. And, you know, I know it's controversial, but not everyone's going to agree. And as long as you're having fun investing and maybe making a little money on the side, that's what it's all about. So at the end of the day, you do what you like, but yeah, that's how I feel. So as far as the mail day, what I got going on, a little bit of card savers, a couple packs, about 100. I am actually getting ready to send off my first bulk sub to PSA, so pretty excited for that. I'll definitely have a video pre and post sending them off and just kind of seeing what can happen there. As far as the cards, though, that I was getting today, I have an idea on a couple of them. First one, some Oyarzabal, nice little contenders ticket. I enjoy these. My hand's a little shaky. I don't have anything to plan it on, but I do enjoy him. I've gotten a lot of him and Takefusa Kubo. I enjoy both of their cards for this set, and honestly, I enjoy the set in general. I think that they are obviously both players with some good potential, moderately young, and I mean, the set's pretty sick. So next off, I got a nice little Weston McKennie Topps Chrome 2018-2019 out of 99 as well, so pretty good stuff. I have another one that's green of this. I think it's out of maybe 149, but yeah, pretty excited to get more of those. I sold off a Weston McKennie auto pretty early on, and it's definitely popped since then, but I put a little bit of the profits into that type of stuff so I can still have them, because obviously US boy right here, so all about that for the national team. Then just a bunch of Moise Keans. Got a couple Donruss, couple Prizm. Doing pretty good as far as collecting some more of him. He is most notably, I guess, an Everton flop. But I mean, the skill and the ability that he's shown outside of Everton, even in his small stints there, is pretty good. He has a really bad stat considering he almost played in like every game this season and only had like I think 4 goals and assists combined maybe. But essentially, he only played like 5 to 7 games, like full games, and the other times he would come on for like 9-10 minutes and not really get in the flow of what's going on. And I mean, whenever he would play full games, I think he was like 4 out of 6 for actually getting a goal or an assist in those games. So still have faith in him. I think he might actually be transferring out of Everton though, so that is something to look forward to. Then next up, oh man. All right, oh man. I also got some João Felix's. Got 3 of these raw about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Basically, I think it was before the Champions League game. I was trying to stock up on him, and he's actually popped a decent bit since then, so I might look to get 1 or 2 of these graded. The only thing about these Topps Chrome is that they sometimes have pretty wonky edges. The top ones aren't too great, but the top edges are pretty tough. But overall, they look pretty good. Centering on him is decently nice, so I'll look forward to maybe sending one of those bad boys off to get graded. And then the final little piece is a nice little João Felix auto. So this is his first year auto, Topps Finest. Thing looks like an absolute beaut. So as you can tell, I like flops. I like soccer flops that are young because, I mean, at the end of the day, people just over-focus on them and freak out about their price tag, even though price tags continue to go up in every sport. So not worried about some flops in soccer, especially with João Felix at Atletico, because they're a defensive-based team that don't even try to fit him into what they do. They're essentially like, you must fit into what we do, and what we do is not what you do at all. So I just don't think they're getting the most out of him. It's kind of the opposite of something like Dortmund that just exemplifies how you can promote your attackers and try to sell them off for big if you want, because you score a ton, versus just absolutely letting someone rot. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like. Anything you want to tell me, let me know in a comment down below. And on top of that, if you guys want to see more videos like this as soon as they go live, make sure to hit that subscribe. And with that said, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and peace. Also, rip me, I accidentally opened a few more cards that I forgot to show you guys. However, these were cards that I've sold. I've sold 3 Kevin De Bruyne Prizms from 2016 Euro, and I accidentally opened them instead of putting them in the mail. So, rip.